of Baba, and they do this so they can frustrate us. So when you're frustrated, when you're silenced, then you can back off. But the Bible says, resist the devil and the devil will flee from you. So I resist them. I resist the frustration they're bringing to me as a person. And I would say I would continue to stand tall in as much as they gather themselves again against Mr. Joseph Aloba. The more I will feel strengthened and energized to speak in his support. So first, I would like to address Mr. Sherman. Because on that platform yesterday, he mentioned about him going to write to the pathologist today, that there are two different pathologists actually, that the one we claim did that of late Sylvester Oromoni is like a defamation of character, because the pathologist that did that of Mohbad's independent toxicology is not the same man that did that of Sylvester Oromoni, like we're defaming his character. And Mr. Chairman, I would really like this to come to you respectfully, sir. What does justice mean to you? Because that's a question I've been asking myself. What does justice mean to me? Because justice should not be injustice to another person. And as justice seekers, we need to possess certain attributes. And I do not want anyone to speak to me about emotions right now. I keep saying on Papariano's platform that emotions are different from sentiment. Emotions is part of being human. Emotions is part of what brought us. In fact, the primary reason many of us are on J4M today is because of emotion. We saw what happened to Mohbad. We saw that gentleman's remains in that casket, how the neck was bent. That was emotion. So no one should give me the talk of separate emotions from J4M. No, I'm not going to have it, because that's why we're here. And what are the elements of emotion that we should possess as justice seekers? Being empathetic, being compassionate. We must possess these attributes as justice seekers. So, Mr. Chairman, I've just said this so you understand that you are not supposed to find the downfall of justice seekers. Because you saying you're going to write to a pathologist, that we are defaming, or some of us are defaming the pathologist character, is not what you should do. You are a learned man. You are exposed. You are a father. You can use your position to teach people. What I would simply expect of Mr. Chairman yesterday, respectfully, sir, is to simply say, people, I have been able to find out that this pathologist on the case of Mohbad is different from that of Oromoni. And just clarify that to people, and we move on from there. We should not seek the hurt of our fellow justice seekers. And that was why I said we need to be empathetic, we need to be compassionate. So you doing that, I see that as an attack on people who are supporting Mohbad's dad. Majority of the people on J4M have moved into being against that man. The rest of us that are left, we have right to our opinions. We have right to believe in whatsoever we choose to believe in, and we should not be silenced for that. We should not be bullied for that. And I'll quickly go to Papariano. Papariano, you talked about Mr. Vengeance yesterday, and you talked about Mr. Ishak yesterday. Please, in God's name, is you been referring to people as bastards? Is that supposed to be as what the attribute of a justice seeker should be? If you feel anyone is making mistakes, or you think anyone's submission is not making enough sense for you, you can address it respectfully without attacking our personality. I feel it's completely absurd for you to address people as bastards simply because they have a different opinion from you. Thank you so much. And we need to desist, Papa Riano, please desist from doing this, because I say you consider yourself as a leader on Justice for Mohbad, and leaders must lead by example. Do not refer to people as bastards or dogs or stuff like that. It's not something that is expected of people who are seeking justice. Now I will touch on the EFCC matter. My money, my choice. I have a say over my own money. Justice for Mohbad, I think it means different things to different individuals. I know what justice for Mohbad means to me, and I'm intentional about everything I do on Justice for Mohbad. My donations, be it in cash, be it in kind, I am intentional about it. And Mr. Chairman, I want to tell you, I left it on that comment section. I believe you guys saw it, but you ignored it. Exempt my donation from your EFCC stuff, please, in the name of everything you owed dear. I do not demand accountability because, like I said earlier, I am intentional. I am coming from the perspective of an orphan. Before the loss of my parents, we lost my youngest sibling. And I know very well the agony that my parents went through. My father, who tried to be strong, who we viewed or perceived as a strong man, on the outside, he looked strong, but inside of him, that man was dying. Many nights, I would hear my father cry and ask God, why didn't you take my life in place of my son? So please, I know what it means very well that a child is lost. I know what it means for parents to go through this. My mother was the one and only child of her parents, and eventually my maternal grandparents, they lost my mom as well. And I know what they went through until they left this planet Earth. So it is from that school of thought I am going to say, whatsoever I put in Justice for Mohbad was in the honor of my late brother, was in the honor of my parents, and it was a seed, so I don't have to go through what they went through. So some of us are intentional about certain things we do. I was intentional about the funds I put into Justice for Mohbad. I saw it as a seed, and I let a prayer go with it, that God, I am putting this money down to support this cause with the hope that I also will not have to endure this kind of pain. So please exempt my funds from your accountability stuff, because I'm not going to let you ruin my reward from God. Exempt it. And I think people should start doing this now, because I don't know, a whole lot of people must have seen my comments on comment section, whereby I would say I have seen the GoFundMe stuff, and I have my reservations about it. But for a long time, I've been quiet about it because I don't want to be rude to anyone. But because I see that a lot of people think they have every right to bully, to abuse, to curse this man, Mohbad, that to the extent that a lot of people wish to see that man rot in jail. And it's because they feel they donated. And I decided, like, okay, I have no access to the Nigerian account, but I think I have access to the GoFundMe. So what I did was I revisited that GoFundMe page to see how much people have donated, to quantify what they are doing. I'm trying to justify what they're doing. I'm actually trying to reason with them, to see why this magnitude of it and why this noise every day about EFCC is going on. And when I checked, I saw that some people donated $10, some people donated $20, $50. Only a few people had a lot of money that they put in there. So is it actually worth it to do what we're doing to this man because of our $10, because of our $50, $100? Please, let's be humans. Let's be empathetic. Let's be compassionate. Where is humanity in everything we're doing to this man? This man is not guilty of his son's demise, as we can see. and is doing everything humanly possible within his own means to ensure that justice is served for his son. The people who you're supposed to drag, bash, call upon them, you left them and you faced this man. Where is our humanity? Where is empathy? A lot of us, we need to understand, because I think if we all have this philosophy of life, our world will be a better place. If we all have the understanding that whatsoever you do to your neighbor, you do to yourself. I think if we have that understanding, our world will be a better place. And I want us to have that understanding today, that for your actions and for your inactions, there is a reward for it. So whatsoever you sow, be it good or bad, whatsoever you do to Mr. Joseph Aloba, be it good or bad, is going to come back to you. It will come back to you in multiple folds. So please have that on the back of your, or at the back of your mind, that whatsoever you do, you shall reap, and you will reap it bountifully. So please, in the name of God, Mr. Whatever, what's his name? I don't know his name, but his name is Sherman, as I know him to be. Please get my own donations off this accountability thing. And I think people should start calling them out as well. They must not succeed in this pursuit of accountability. You have a right also over this EFCC stuff. If you have donated in any capacity to this GoFundMe or the Nigerian account, you have the right to tell them that you disassociate yourself from what they are doing about this CFCC, because the way you was talking about it yesterday, it was like this man has to go to jail for this, and that's why I have to think about it like, must he go to jail for $10, for $20? It's no disrespect to people who have contributed. God bless them. Make the Lord replenish their purse. But it is not an avenue for us to want to end this man in jail, for God's sake. This man should not be going through all he's been through. Like, he lost a son. From that very time he lost a son, we know the lies that have been told, such as he was trying to bury him quickly. He stole his chain, or he's wearing, and we know that all these things are lies, and we have come to say we want to support you. But today, we who have claimed to support him, we are the one who wants to kill this man, who wants to have him nailed to the cross, who wants him to rot in jail. Where is humanity? What is wrong with us as a people, for heaven's sake? Please, let's retrace our steps. Let's make a redress. Sorry, can you still hear me, please? Yeah, so please, I think people should start calling them out. Tell them they should separate your funds from what they're doing. By so doing, you will reduce the amount they're taking to the EFCC. And if the EFCC sees that the amount they bring into the table is ridiculous, they would not even give them any, they won't pay them any money. Just throw it away. Sorry, I don't know. Am I being heard still? Thank you so much. So that's that about the EFCC stuff. And again, I can basically see the hate for Baba, and I can see that a lot of people want to hijack this whole cause from Baba. What happened on Baba's life yesterday is also reaffirming that you cannot remove Mr. Joseph Aloba from the equation of J4M. I've said it previously. Thank you very much. I've said it previously on some platforms that this man, before Mohbad was exhumed, he actually had some documents signed with the Lagos state government. And I remember at the time, at the beginning, Baba was going to say no, but he was persuaded and he decided to go ahead. So this was to say, despite the public outcry, if Baba had not given consent, the body would not have been exhumed. And this is to say, he signed documents with the Lagos state government. And I believe they were not empty papers. They had terms and conditions. So it means, it does mean Baba is the face for justice for Mohbad. It does mean he is the one dealing with the government on behalf of the public. He cannot be removed from the situation, because I heard yesterday when Mr. Chairman was talking about, people, they are saying they cannot remove Baba from the equation. But yesterday when Baba was talking about the government reaching out to him, the government did not reach out to any one of us aside from Baba. So that reaffirms the fact that he remains on this case, and there is nothing, anybody who is not happy about it can go to places, because there is absolutely nothing they can do about it. Justice for Mohbad, justice we shall get. It is not over until it is over. And I believe, thank you so much, madam. I believe there is light at the end of the tunnel. No retreat, no surrender. We stand until the very end. I personally will stand with Mohbad's dad until the very end, and there is nothing any bully can do about it. Whoever comes to attack the personalities of those supporting Baba, making us feel like we are stupid, like we are fools for rendering our support to him, there is nothing they can do about it. God bless us. Have a blessed day, everyone. Bye for now. Thank you.
Thank you.